Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Sea Devil Sessions University Transfer Edition. I am your host, Lucinda McNamara, Dean of University Transfer and Partnerships. And today, again, we have Kathie Lee.
Yay! I'm here.
Wait a second. You need to sound like super excited to be here. This is a privilege to be the co-host of Sea Devil Sessions.
Yes!
There you go. And you should be cheering.
That's right.
Because our guest today is...
Shannon Gunter,
Yes.
CFCC's cheerleading coach.
Yep, and she teaches in the math department, varying maths in the math and engineering department here.
Varying, that's interesting.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I mean, when you come here and you're hired as a math instructor, you got to be able to teach all the maths.
that's true.
I say the maths with an S
Maths.
because I really don't know what else to say. Algebra,
Calculus,
geometry,
trigonometry.
calculus, pre-calculus.
Yeah.
So, and how long has she worked here?
She's worked here for 14 years.
14 years at Cape Fear Community
Yes.
College. Unbelievable. All right, so we're going to go on to Dr. Shannon Gunter. All right, Shannon in the studio.
Give me an S. Give me an H.
Yes. See, we obviously did some background research before you came in, Shannon. That's a
Yes.
new addition to our podcast, everyone. Background research. But thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Are we allowed to call you Shannon, or would you like us to call you Dr. Gunter?
You can call me Shannon.
Sweet. All right.
My cheerleaders actually call me Dr. Coach. So,
Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
yes.
So we'll get to that. But first, what we want to ask is what brought you to the Wilmington area?
Actually, nothing brought me here. I was born and raised here.
Oh, look at that.
So, yep. Born at New Hanover Regional Medical Center.
She is a local.
And I am still here. I
Where'd you
love
go to high
Wilmington.
school?
I went to Laney.
No
Laney
kidding.
High School. Go Bucks.
That's right, yes.
All right. Sweet. All right. And you've been here your whole life.
I have.
So you did,
I was here when we only had one Walmart.
oh man.
That's how long I've been here.
Okay.
And it was over where Old Navy is.
But you went to UNCW.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I did.
All right. There you
I have
have
my
it.
bachelor's, my master's, and my doc all at UNCW.
Sweet.
True Wilmingtonian.
They
I
love
love
you.
that. Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what drew you to major in math?
I actually did not want to study math to begin with. I did not even want to teach to begin with. And when I was in high school, there was a scholarship called the North Carolina Teaching Fellow Scholarship.
Right.
And long story short, it pays for you to go to college, completely pays for your undergraduate in exchange for you teaching 4 years in a North Carolina public school.
Okay.
I got the scholarship. So like so many others, I was like, oh, I'm just going to take the scholarship, use it to pay for school. I'll do my 4 years, and then I'm hightailing it out of education. So I said, what's a subject that I can tolerate enough to teach, or that I enjoyed enough to be able to teach? And I've always been good at math, geometry, trigonometry being my favorites. And so I was like, okay, if I'm going to teach something, let's teach math. Then when I got into teaching, I grew to love it.
Aw.
And I got very good at it. And now I don't see myself doing anything else. But no one in my family's a teacher. I never thought about pursuing the education path. I was always told there's no money in it. Get a math degree, go do something else. And now I'm stuck because I don't really want to do anything else.
Oh, that's
So,
sweet. But
yeah.
but I'm curious, what did you want to do before you thought about teaching? Or math?
There were a lot of things. I thought about being a criminal attorney. And I also am really into forensics, so forensic scientist.
Okay.
I wanted to do that as well.
All right. And then was like, I love math. You don't hear that very often. I love it.
Yes, I do love math. And you're right. I'm a rare breed.
You are.
Yes.
So what have you noticed about the differences in the students since you began teaching? And if you could just tell us how long you've been here at Cape Fear Community College teaching.
I've been at Cape Fear Community College for 14 years, but I've been teaching for 18 years because I did my 4 years of high school teaching for teaching fellows in New Hanover and Pender County schools. So I was a high school teacher prior to coming here.
I was just going to ask if you were able to stay local with that, or if you had to leave the area.
Fairly local. The school I taught at in Pender County was like 15 minutes from my house. So yes. And then I taught in New Hanover County as well. But I've been here for 14 years. And the biggest change I think I've seen is just the access to technology and how fast technology has grown. I mean, students have the ability to get immediate answers by clicking a button in the palm of their hand. And so they have that instant gratification and that immediate feedback. And so the things that they're able to do now, as teachers, we've had to change how we teach our classes. We've had to change how we assess our students because they do have access to this technology, which is a wonderful thing. But with it also comes its own set of problems, such as integrity and entitlement, patience, persistence. So I've definitely seen a change in just what they have access to and how they are using technology in the classroom.
Right. Wow.
I mean, think about AI, ChatGPT, PhotoMath, all of these things have significantly changed how I assess.
Actual retention of knowledge
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
thinking like, do I have all the skills to actually retain all of this, or am I just trying to get it real quick to answer a question on a test?
Well, and I think it gives them a false sense of their preparedness and readiness as well. Like, I think a lot of students don't realize what they know of the math and what they don't know because they are using these resources. And they're wonderful resources when used the right way and for the right purpose. But I think it does give them this false sense of what they know. So then when they do get into these classes in general, I can talk math specifically,
Right.
they might think they're ready for certain things that they don't have the prerequisite skills for.
It's kind of like numbers in general. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have speed dial and we didn't have contacts in our phone. You had to know somebody's phone number.
You had to remember those digits.
And now I'm spoiled by just looking up somebody's name in my phone to make a phone call. And if I didn't have my phone, I'd be, I don't know their number.
No way to get in touch with them whatsoever.
And I'm a little bit different generation, but I remember texting where you had to hit like the number 4 and 5 times to get the desired letter. And now they have phones where you just type things in, or you just scan your they've got retina scans and face identifications and fingerprints. And I'm still over here trying to text by hitting the number 5 4 times.
We are living in the future, you guys. So put it to bed. Phone calculator versus regular calculator. Is there any difference? You can buy apps with like full calculator modes.
I do think there's a difference. It really depends on what it is that they're using. There are a lot of free apps out there, and of course, they're going to have limited capabilities based on what it is you're trying to do.
Right.
Of course, I'm going to prefer them use a regular calculator just because regular calculators can't go on Google and ChatGPT and find all the answers.
Correct.
But I think it really all depends. There are graphing calculator apps that students can use, and there are, like, even Desmos has a test mode. So if the test mode's activated, it restricts students from being able to go to the internet and surf the web and find other answers, almost like a lockdown browser type thing.
Right.
So that they are making some changes to those. But, I mean, the cell phones can practically do almost anything that the regular calculators can do now, especially if you have the right apps.
Wow.
Dang.
Yes.
All right. Well, here we are, Dr. Gunter, Shannon. We are here, Dr. Coach. There are too many names. At the rapid fire questionnaire. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Yes. I like that. Good
Hit me.
answer. All right. Do you want to start this time?
Sure. I would love to start this time. Hey, so tell us, what is your most favorite thing about your job?
Most favorite has to be my students. They're the reason I do what I do. They constantly keep me entertained, constantly keep me in stitches. I love learning about each of them. They are very diverse, different ages, different races, come from so many different backgrounds, have so many things going on. But I love being able to help them develop an appreciation for math. I hear so many times, I'm terrible at math. Or they come into my class, hi, are you the teacher? Yes, I am. What can I do for you? Well, I hate math. I'm going to need a lot of help. We haven't even gone over the syllabus yet, darling, and you already telling me you need help. So they come in with so many negative feelings toward math for whatever reason. And I like being, I'm not going to say I change them all and make them all love math because they're still not. But when they leave and they have an appreciation for math and where they can use it in the real world. And to me, one of the biggest compliments is when they go, you know, I really enjoyed this class. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, I like that. So what is your least favorite thing about your job?
Least favorite is technology. I am an old school gal. I would give me a pencil and a piece of paper.
Right.
I spend so much time fighting with programs, trying to get them to work right, or I have a vision of what I want it to look like or what I want it to do, and then it doesn't work, and I have to change my plan. And I'm like, just give me a pencil and a piece of paper and let me go. But there's a joke actually in the office because I've been known to break computers. And not physically, but they just stop. No, they just. I don't go around, hitting computers and destroying them. But I guess I don't know if it's my body or magnetism or what it is, but computers stop working around me.
Oh.
I've been stuck in the elevator. I've crashed elliptical machines.
Oh my God, you're so powerful.
Yes,
oh, wow.
Yes.
Do you have any metal plates in your body?
Well, I do have metal in my body.
Oh.
So from some knee injuries and stuff that I've had in the past, some athletic injuries. So the joke in the department is when a computer stops working, everybody usually yells, Shannon, get away or walk down the hall. And supposedly when I walk down the hall, the computer starts working again.
Right.
So
we got to find the mainframe of the school and have you go stand in there when we want a day off. Like, hey, Shannon, why don't you come down here?
So, if you need my help, just let me know, because I'm really good at crashing technology. I swear IT sees my name pop up and they're like, we're not taking this, not today. So, but just technology again, because it's changing so fast. And trying to keep up and trying to incorporate all the technology,
Yes.
staying one step ahead of the students.
Right, yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Yes, I can see that, yeah. So what sound or noise do you love?
The ocean. It brings me peace. Mm-hmm. Just very calm. And if I can't make it to the ocean, I'll play white noise ocean sounds on Pandora or YouTube.
There was no hesitation in that. Did you see that? Yeah.
I grew up, at Wrightsville Beach and just got back from Hawaii. Like, I would rather be, this summer I went to Hawaii, and just the tranquility and the peace that it brings.
All right. So what sound or noise do you hate?
This might be kind of weird, but constant tapping or clicking, like the pens that click. The constant clicking of the pens, or somebody tapping on the desk. It's the repetitiveness of it. And of course, I always have that student, bless their heart, that is a pen clicker when they take their test. They're always in my class.
Goodness.
So I think it's just the repetition of it. But the clicking, the constant clicking and the constant tapping.
Do you have a clock in your house that makes the tick noise?
Not anymore.
Get it out of here.
Took care of that.
Right.
So what one piece of advice do you have for college students?
I would tell college students to use their resources. There are so many resources available to students that they're not even aware exist. From counseling to advising,
that's very true.
Tutoring, learning labs. Even the things like if there's something that you need, computers, hotspots, anything like that. So many students have no idea that they have access to these things, that they exist, and the resources that are free.
Yes.
Right.
And when I tell them, they're always like, really? I can get that? I'm like, yeah, free with your ID. Free as a student. And there's to investigate, find out what the resources are. There's student activities, there's student services. And I think sometimes students don't branch out. They come to campus, they go to their classes, they go home. They don't branch out and really see what's out there on the campus that's available for them to do for fun, but also what are resources for them.
Yeah, there's a lot. Even our faculty and staff don't know a lot of the resources to be able to tell some of the students. For instance, we've been asking people in the foundation to come and talk to, people at their department meetings, because there's so much scholarship money that we can give out and that students aren't aware of. So I think that's a really good.
And I'm guilty of that as well. I didn't find out till recently that there's hotspots that students can check out.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. And I was like, and I have a student who doesn't have internet at home and doesn't have the ability to come to campus as much as they want to because of transportation issues. Right. And I was blown away when my department chair was like, well, we have hotspots. And I'm like, who? Who has hotspots? I had no idea. And so you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So what are 2 college transfer major options for someone who's interested in math? And this is kind of endless, I know, as a question. So, but there might be some things that people aren't even thinking about.
Well, obviously you can teach, and but there are several people that graduated with me that went to, say, PPD, and they're analyzing data. You can be like sports statistician if you're really into sports, keeping books, an economist, data scientist, anything that involves a collection of data. Even here's another one a lot of people don't think of. You can be a pilot, with a math degree. You just need to get your pilot's license because of navigation and coordinates and things like that. Yeah. So there's so many possibilities.
And this is where we will talk about our new aviation program here at Cape Fear Community College.
That's right.
And I was not prompted to say that.
Plug.
So what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I think I'd like to be a forensic scientist.
Oh, we're going to go back to the old school.
Yes, the old school, just because I'm fascinated by what the body can tell us and by the information that bodies hold. Like,
do you watch Forensic Files?
I usually have it solved before they reveal who did it. Yes, I do. All of those like CSI, Forensic Files type of shows. So I think I would definitely dabble a little bit in that. And I've always wanted to be, feel free to judge me, I've always wanted to be a Rockette at Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
How high can you kick?
Still pretty high.
All right, decent.
I might be old, but I can still get it done.
Is that what you do when you get in there with the cheerleaders and you're like, look at this?
Well, sometimes they actually make me laugh because I think they think that I'm so old I can't move. Because I'll go out there and I'll like start stretching with them, or I'll show them a skill and they're, hey coach, okay coach. And it's like, they're surprised that I can do these things. And I'm like, well, you didn't just hire some random person off the street to come coach cheerleading.
At what age do the young people think that we're completely decrepit? Like, what is that age?
Well, I'm pretty
Mitchell,
sure.
Adam, 30? Would you like to weigh in?
It's funny because I think it's like they know how old I am. But I guess because they don't see me actively getting up, doing it with them all the time. But I do sometimes stretch with them. I'll sometimes, kick with them or demo some things that I want them to do. But I still dance. I currently dance. I take tap and hip hop. So I stay pretty active.
This is awesome. I mean, Dr. Coach kind of gives you the opportunity to live out a little bit of your rocket dream.
Yes. A little bit. But I saw them at Christmas and I was the perfect height. And I was on the dance team in college.
What is the perfect height?
It's like I want to say it's between like 5'9" and like 6'1".
For real?
Mm-hmm. They want you tall.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm going to be a rocket. And then I have super high kicks. So excited. And then I blew my knees out in college dancing. So yeah. So that kind of. So if I had the opportunity and the ability to, that's definitely something. Just to say I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say I was on stage at this level. Yeah.
Totally. So what profession would you not like to attempt?
I don't think I could be a telemarketer. As much as I like to talk. I'm sorry, telemarketers. I know y'all got to earn money. And I bless y'all. But I could not do it. I could not do it.
Well, let me ask you, is this because at any point in time in your life, and we will not judge this, have you been really mean to a telemarketer?
I don't know that I've been mean, but I've definitely gotten frustrated with the telemarketer.
Right. I feel like they definitely get a lot of the negative energy of the world.
Well, I try not to be rude and disrespectful because they're just out there trying to make their money like everybody else.
Right.
But when you've called me 4 times and you keep calling me back.
Yes.
From a different number because you think I won't figure it out.
Exactly.
That's a little frustrating.
Yes.
So,
she will not crack this code.
Yeah. Right. And so I'm very social, but I like to talk to people face to face.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite film?
I actually don't watch a lot of TV and movies simply because I don't have time. I'm more into music, but I mean, I've seen enough that I can pick a favorite. But
I am the film instructor here.
I know. That's what I said.
For God's sake.
I know.
Pick me up off the floor.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've seen enough, but got to keep in mind that my pool to choose from is very limited because I don't watch that much. Of course, I'm into all the crime documentaries and stuff, but I've got to go with Forrest Gump as far as movie.
Oh, feel good, Forrest.
It is, and I think Forrest Gump, it just goes through so many things that somebody can be faced with in their lifetime. And just following his life through that and seeing him overcome challenges. It's just a feel-good story about perseverance and really about dealing with life. Yeah. And there's just some classic lines from the movie. And Tom Hanks just does an amazing job in that movie.
Right.
So I've got to go with good old Forrest. Yeah.
All right. Well, finally, we have made it to our last question. What advice would you give your 18-year-old self about your future?
I would say make memories and travel.
Ooh.
You can't take material things with you when you go.
That's a good one.
And those memories can make a difference in somebody else's life. So you never know when you're going to get the opportunity to go again. So go now. So travel when the opportunity presents itself.
This is excellent advice.
Yes.
Because we do always tend to wait, like, I can go next year. Or I can do
we have money, or obviously money's important, but until, we have time, or I just want to wait one more year, or I need to wait on this. And sometimes sometimes you can't wait. If there's something you really, really want to do, you need to do it.
Yeah.
And you're only young once, and you need to go while you're healthy enough to do the things that you want to do.
That's very true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Shannon, Dr. Gunter, thank you so much for coming on to Sea Devil Sessions.
Yes, thank you. It was fun. I enjoyed talking to you guys.
It's not painful. Kathie's over here with
spirit. Yes, we do.
She's got spirit hands up. It's all happening.
I should have brought my pom-poms.
I know. I love the sound of that.
Missed opportunity.
Right, totally. And when do we get to, by the way, let's just kind of tack this on the end. When do we get to see the cheerleaders in full regalia here at Cape Fear Community College?
They do have their uniforms, and they actually are going to be at sophomore night tomorrow night for the volleyball team.
Okay.
And then we have our men's basketball game the second weekend of November. So the weekend of the 8th. It's the 8th and 9th.
Basketball's coming up.
Yep,
Yes, it
so
is.
basketball's getting started. You'll see them there. We also have a big community service project on Saturday, but it is not on campus. So you won't see them around campus.
So at least everybody can plan out to the second week of November for the start of the basketball season.
Yes.
And we'll see the cheerleaders every time they play.
Yes, and they're excited. They're excited to get started and to show everybody what they've been working on and to toss a few bodies in the air.
Sweet.
Ooh.
All right. All right. Thank you, Shannon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I know there are some dates and deadlines always lingering out there for university transfer, and we have resident drama instructor Jack Landry on board to fill you in.
Here are the events from October 15th through October 31st. Tuesday, October 15th. Classes begin for second mini session. The first mini session grades are due by 3 p.m. Schedule adjustments begin. Add and drop is what we call that for second mini classes. Wednesday, October 16th is the last day to add classes or to add or drop classes for the second mini session. Friday, October 18th is the last day to drop for 75% of second mini classes. Monday, October 21st, withdrawal period begins, where the grade of W is issued for second mini classes. Monday, October 28th, priority student registration begins for spring of 2025. Those are the events from October 15th through October 31st. Have a really energetic day.
And again, to fill us in on our upcoming academic and cultural events is actually me, Lucinda McNamara. Wednesday, October 16th, App State Transfer Team visit from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Advising Center. Come find out about our new direct admit program, Aspire. Student club meetings, Anthropology Club, 1 p.m., A316. NAMI Club, 1 p.m., A317. Political Science Club, 2 p.m., S317. Beats Lab Club, 3:30 to 5, WA 2010. And the Pride Club, 4 p.m. Contact cfcc.pride@cfcc.edu for more information. Thursday, October 17th, UNC Greensboro visit, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Union Station Lobby. Let students know who are interested in transferring. Set the expectation with Cape Fear Athletics, 10 to 12 p.m. in the front of the A Building, downtown campus. Irina's Vow, a screening and discussion. The English department, in partnership with Alpha Chi Sigma and CFC Counseling Center, will be hosting a screening of the film Irina's Vow, a drama film that tells the remarkable true story of Irina Gut, a Polish Catholic nurse who risked her life to save 12 Jewish people during the Holocaust. 3 to 5 p.m. in U508. Esports Club meeting, 5 p.m. U252. Friday, October 18th, Philosophy Club meeting, 2 p.m. U296. Spanish Club meeting, 3 p.m. S202. Monday, October 21st, Kaya, Come As You Are with Counseling, 1 p.m. L201. Club meetings, Rugby Club, 12 p.m. S501, and Creative Arts Club, 1 p.m. WA 2010. Tuesday, October 22nd, UNCW visit, Explore to Soar. Learn more about what it takes to transfer, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Union Station second floor upper lobby. The So Crafty Club, 3 to 4 p.m. in WA 3018. Mastering Networking for College to Career Success, presented by Port City Young Professionals, 4:30 p.m., Daniels Hall. Wednesday, October 23rd, the Electoral College. What is it? Find out, 10 a.m., U170. Student Club meetings, Anthropology Club, 1 p.m., A316. NAMI Club, 1 p.m., A317. Political Science Club, 2 p.m., S317. Beats Lab Club, 3:30 to 5, WA 2010. And Pride Club, 4 p.m., contact cfcc.pride@cfcc.edu for more information. Thursday, October 24th, The Nixon Leaders Center presents Lunch and Learn with Letty Gore, 12 p.m. U152. STEM Film Series, Women in Motion, 2 p.m. N202. Esports Club Meeting, 5 p.m. U252. Friday, October 25th, Philosophy Club Meeting, 2 p.m. U296. Spanish Club Meeting, 3 p.m. S202. Monday, October 28th, priority registration begins for spring 2025. Get with your advisor and register for spring semester. Kaya, Come As You Are with Counseling, 1 p.m. L201. Rugby Club Meeting, 12 p.m. S501. The Nixon Leaders Center presents Motivational Monday. Former CFCC student and SGA president Jameer Jamok. Jameer is a case manager with LINC and a part of the Leadership Wilmington 2025 cohort, 2 p.m. in U152. Tuesday, October 29th, What is Mental Health? A student forum presented by NAMI on campus at 11 a.m. in S002. Wednesday, October 30th, Student Club Meetings. Anthropology Club, 1 p.m. A316. NAMI Club, 1 p.m. A317. Political Science Club, 2 p.m. S317. Beats Lab Club, 3:30 to 5, WA 2010. And Pride Club, 4 p.m. Contact cfcc.pride@cfcc.edu for more information. Thursday, October 31st, Halloween. Spooktacular Soiree, presented by the English Department, 11 a.m. in U170. And the Nixon Leader Center's Halloween Movie Marathon, 12 p.m. U152. That is a mouthful of events for October 15th through October 31st. All right, Kathie Lee, we have made it through another episode. Episode 3, Season 2.
Yes, we have. Isn't that awesome?
It is super awesome. I love saying Season 2. It makes us sound like we are just,
Isn't that cool?
the most popular community college podcast in the state of North Carolina.
That's
which
right.
I think we are, because we may be the only one.
We may be, yes.
So we will just totally own that title. And anyone coming for it, you better back off.
That's right. I'm just grateful that we were able to get, the zero funding to put this on for a second season.
Totally right. Zero, nothing in the bank. It is going to come out, somewhere around mid-October. And so we're going to be steadily going into Halloween.
Yes, I was just going to say, yeah.
Do you have any Halloween film recommendations for our audience?
My favorite scary movie is probably really weenie compared to what's out there, but...
Did you just say weenie?
Weenie, yes.
Okay. All right.
I love The Others.
Oh, The
It
Others.
is like things that go bump in the night,
Yeah.
kind of scary,
Okay.
and the twist at the end.
Right.
And the whole cast is just phenomenal.
Okay.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm with you.
Yep. Highly recommend it.
Because you can go a bunch of different ways for Halloween, right? You can go like gore, you can go suspense, you can go like true hauntings, you can go a whole bunch of different ways.
Yes.
All right. Well, I know I'm too emotionally fragile for really gory horror films. They get in my head and then they never leave. But I do remember, oddly enough, the horror films of the 70s, I guess they weren't horror. I guess they were horror films. But if I think about things like, I don't know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Hills Have Eyes and all that stuff, it was almost too real looking that I can't watch those because it makes me feel like that could happen to you.
Right.
And then I feel like the 80s had more of a, gory kind of funny component to it.
Yes.
But there are still films that freak me out that I think about from my past. Like I'm still freaked out by the original Friday the 13th. Or I watched this movie called It's Alive about this woman that gives birth to this baby, and the baby murders everyone in the hospital, and it freaked me out.
Yes.
Did you see it?
I did. It's been a long time.
Oh, and God, don't get me started about the original Children of the Corn. Sorry, we're getting really deep here. I can't. It's too much. So anyway, Halloween's coming.
Yes.
Be careful.
Yes, candy
Careful out there.
time.
Yeah, thanks. Talk about the good stuff.
Costume parties.
Yeah, are you going to dress up?
I would like to. I feel like I haven't had enough time to prepare. I have a great costume that I really want to do, but I don't know if I can get all the pieces parts this late in the game, so it might be a next year costume.
I don't think enough people dress up when they come to school. Faculty, staff, and students. I mean, I think we all need to embrace it. Isn't it on a Thursday this year? Yes, it's on a Thursday, so it's a school day.
Yes.
Come with your costume. It'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
All right. So that ends another episode for us, and we will see you in a couple weeks. And in the meantime, what is our grand advice for everyone?
Go to class.
Sea Devil Sessions University Transfer Edition is brought to you by CFCC's Community Relations Department. Original theme music by Nicholas Montalbano and Fermin Chavez Ramos. Audio engineering and editing by Mitchell White. For questions or comments, please contact us at seadevilsessions@cfcc.edu.